Alrighty, so let's jump into it. As you can see, I already have my brows and my foundation applied. I am applying or blending in my first highlight. This is my second highlight that I apply, and I use two highlights, two highlight colors, just because I like to have a bright highlight under my eyes. It works best for me, to each his own. But when I do use two, if anybody wants to do that, just make sure you blend it out very well. And I do apply some under my brows as well. So what I'm doing here now is just blending that out, just making sure everything is blended. And I do just try to make sure that I blend it into my foundation as much as possible. Right now I'm just finishing my contour, and I make sure, as you can see, I apply my contour over my forehead, my cheeks, and my nose. And I'm just showing you here how I apply it in my nose. I try to make sure I keep it in between you know, the tip of my nose, like where you flare your nose, them creases right there. And then I'm gonna just blend that out with that brush. And as far as brushes are concerned, I don't use any brush in particular. I just use whatever brush that I feel is going to get the job done. Like, I'm really not picky, and I just find that works best for me. Yes, you can use brushes, which I recommend if you're going to start out, using brushes that are for those particular areas. But for me, I noticed in doing makeup for a very long time that, you know, different brushes work for me. So I'm very random when it comes to my brushes. And right now I'm just contouring my nose just a little bit more, just to make sure I get as close as possible, and making sure I'm getting in between the creases of my nose when I contour, and just making sure that it's blended out and that my nose don't have a harsh line on it. Yep. And I just make sure that I apply and I move any of that color up into my brows, up into, yeah, my not up into my brows, but up into my eyelid, just to make sure it's blended out. Yeah, that part. And then I use my same translucent powder, the MERCIER translucent powder, and I apply that to all my bright highlighted areas, same areas that I usually apply to, and I also apply it to my jawline. As far as the palette, as you can see, that was the Morphe palette. I am using this orange color as my base or starting color, and I'm going to apply that all over my eyelid, like so. And again, as I mentioned in my last tutorial, I'm really getting back into cut creases. So my cut creases may not be as bomb as I would like them to be, but you know, you got to start somewhere. So yeah, and I'm just applying that second color, which is a little bit more darker. And then my third color, I believe came from my contour palette, which made the look darker. And now I'm applying my I believe this is like this is another concealer. Actually, it may be the first concealer that I used during my highlight, and I'm just using that just to cut out my cut crease. And I think as I go along, I will start breaking up my videos to where some of the videos may just show the cut crease itself and then everything else. And this is a second Morphe palette that I'm using, and I'm using that white color, which you'll see me apply that to the inner corner of my eyelid. And then I'm gonna blend it with this orange color here. Like so. Okay, I'm back. So I had to do so much off camera, it's not even funny. It was too many distractions here. So as you can see, I did go ahead and apply my lashes. And then I'm gonna go and use, this is where I use my MAC Deep Dark. And really what I'm trying to accomplish is just hitting like all the contoured areas, like the dark areas. So I'm gonna just go over that. And it's really adding this for me is to bring the whole look together. So, and then when it comes to the areas where I applied the powder, the white powder, I just like press on those areas, brush up. The whole point is to make sure everything look as if it's blended. So here's a dark area, I'm gonna rub it on that area. and blend this white with this dark down here. Brush that up like that. The white powder, translucent powder, I'm just patting it. I'm not really sweeping it off. I'm just patting it. Same over here. I'm just patting it. And then I'm gonna grab a little bit more, and then I'm gonna just bring everything up in an upward motion. Not really going in here, but just bringing it up. Same here. I'm just gonna bring it up. So everything just like comes in to this area here, like into my face here. So, like that. And then, and two, if you have any questions about anything that I did off camera, just ask me below, because I did like some super extra stuff. I'm so irritated. Like my camera, it stopped recording. There was just too much going on. So, and I did add some white liner to my eyelid here, down here, my bottom eyelid. What else did I do? So I add my lashes with this dark color here, just a little bit more, just to kind of get that like real dark contour look, right? Okay, I'm agreeing with myself, right? That's okay. Oh, that was too much. You see that brown spot? We need to get that out of here. Hold on. You don't want to play with around that dark. That dark will have you looking real off. So you really just like literally, can you see that, like tap it, and then I didn't tap, I just did too much. So just gonna tap, and then you're gonna put it all up in here by your ear, and then just drag it down to your cheek area like that. I'm gonna do the same thing for the other side. You're going to really blend it in here by your ear, and then drag it down like that. See that? See how it brings more definition? That's the whole point of it. Where is it at? There it is. Okay. And that's in the color Tea Rose. I'm going to just use a big little brush like that. Apples of your cheeks, so smile. Let me look in the mirror. That. Like that. So that's the blush, golden glitter like highlight like this. This is Makeup Forever. I had this forever too. I don't know the color. I can't tell. It's illuminating, whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna just use that same brush and just kind of like go below the cheek. So still kind of smile, and just kind of like go on top, but a little bit below it as well. And depending on what kind you use, you want to be very careful, because some of them are really strong to where you be looking like, ooh, hold on, that's too much. Let me blend that out. And I'm going to just put a little bit on my forehead and some on my cheek. And then I put some on my nose. And just tap it like going up my nose too, like that. So I'm gonna just go ahead and use the Pixie makeup fixing mist, which I showed you guys earlier. Just spray that just like in a circular motion. That definitely wasn't circular, but I felt something on my eye. So, yeah. Ooh, that's a bit much. And then what I'm gonna do is take the scarf off. Since I did just get word that they're closing all of the barbershops, hair salons, spas, and stuff like that. So Shout out to my wig people. Shout out to my wig people. Because I got my hair straight and some cornrows going straight back. And I'm about to pop on my wig. But yeah, to give you guys the final look. So yeah, I'll be right back.
And I've been chilling, watching the ocean with you. Baby up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our clouds when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons